Darth Kermit here with a quick video on the newest Galactic Challenge, Takodana First Order. This is one of the easiest Galactic Challenges so far, especially when you add in the more recent Empire characters, even at low gear levels. I'll show you two easy methods to complete this challenge with a full Empire team, one method with higher requirements but much less RNG, and one with low requirements and a lot of RNG. Then I'll also show you how you can use the same team to underman it if you want to. Before I get to that though, if you like my videos, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and support me on Patreon if you think I deserve it. The team is pretty simple. Darth Vader lead with Thrawn and 3 other Empire characters. I'm using a Gear 8 Piet, a Gear 8 Gideon, and a Relict Emperor Palpatine. Piet at any gear level helps significantly in this lineup, so I highly recommend him. Gideon I like here because of his ability to reset all turn meters except for Vader's, which can help if something goes wrong, and Palpatine I have here to make Vader faster. Instead of Gideon and Palpatine, you could use your highest gear Empire and probably do better. Just keep in mind that you'll need an extra 8 speed on Vader if you're not using Palpatine and trying to minimize RNG. Later in the video, I'll show you runs where I replace Palpatine with a Gear 8 Deathtrooper. The low RNG method. This method negates the RNG of this fight by making Thrawn and Vader faster than Hux. Hux's speed is 322 in this fight. That may seem like a tough hurdle, but remember that Darth Vader will get an extra 56 speed in this lineup, and honestly, if you can't make Thrawn that fast, then you need to focus on getting some new speed mods. However, if there's just no way to make it work for you, feel free to skip ahead to the RNG method. As you see here, I have my Vader at 267 speed. His unique No Escape gives him an extra 8 speed for every Empire or Sith ally. This includes himself, and because he's both Empire and Sith, as is Palpatine, he gets a total bonus of 56 speed. This brings him up to 323 speed, exactly 1 faster than Hux. My Thrawn is at 325, but he just needs to be at least 1 faster than Vader, and both of them can be even faster if you have the mods for it. Some other notable abilities here are Gideon's Subversive Volley and Control the Situation. Subversive Volley is useful because it will land an unresistible daze on Hux. Control the Situation is nice for resetting everyone but Vader, especially in the RNG method. Also of note is Piet's The Emperor's Trap, which gives everyone on the team stacking offense and potency. The only RNG remaining in this fight is from Piet's basic attack, as you'll see, but the Emperor's Trap really makes it worth it to bring him along. But I'm sure you could do this just fine without him and have even less RNG. Now on to the fight. Thrawn should go first. Have him fracture Kylo to get rid of the taunt. Next, Vader should go. Target Hux and use Merciless Massacre. This will call all other allies to assist, which will remove some turn meter from Hux and get rid of his dominance buff that gives his team 100% counter chance. This is really important. The counters will absolutely destroy you in this encounter, especially before we get rid of Sith Trooper. This is also where we can highlight the remaining RNG that Piet brings to the table. If Piet calls Vader to attack with his basic that calls an Empire ally to assist, then Hux will counter and you'll need to restart the encounter. Normally, assist attacks cannot be countered, but if a character is called to assist on their own turn, then they will be countered. Next, Culling Blade on Hux. This is to remove some more turn meter, do some more damage, and build more stacks of Emperor's Trap. You can see we're up to 16 stacks after that. That's 96% bonus offense and potency. The fourth move is Force Crush on First Order Stormtrooper. We're using this here because it can't be countered. But again, Piet brings the RNG here because if he calls Vader, then Stormtrooper will counter and you'll need to restart. Moves 5 and 6 are just basic attacks on the 2 Kylos, the order doesn't matter. And 7th is Culling Blade on Sith Trooper, which between debuffs, assists, and Emperor's Trap should be enough to finish him off. After that, just hit one of the Kylos, and then it's Gideon's turn, who gets to apply that unresistible daze. And now we finish off Hux and clean up. The other method is pretty easy, but has 3 major points of RNG to watch out for. When one of these doesn't go your way, you'll need to restart. We'll be using the same team, but my Vader and Thrawn will be slower than Hux this time. We start with RNG point 1 right off the bat. Hux passes his turn, and we need Hux to pass turn to either Sith Trooper or Kylo Unmasked, preferably the former. Then Sith Trooper will use his AoE and kill off our troopers, which then revive. Or we have RNG point 2. Kylo stuns someone and Sith Trooper kills them and gains Death Mark. Kylo needs to stun one of the troopers so the trooper can die and revive. Otherwise, you'll need to restart. After this, we use Merciless Massacre targeting the death-marked Sith Trooper, which should easily kill him. Then we Force Crush Hux to remove turn meter, gain stacks of Emperor's Trap, put some damage on him, and get rid of dominance. This is RNG point 3. If Piet calls Vader to assist, Hux will counter and you'll need to restart. Next, it's just basic the two Kylos, and then use Culling Blade on the Stormtrooper. This should finish him off, but if not, Vader should be tanky enough to survive the counter. Then just finish off Hux and clean up. I'll show you footage of the same strategy with a Gear 8 Deathtrooper in place of Emperor Palpatine, and then dropping the 5th character altogether. You really don't need the 5th for this to work, but RNG gets worse the fewer characters you bring in. And that's it. I hope this has been helpful. If you like my videos, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit that notification bell, and support me on Patreon if you think I deserve it. Till next time.
I find your lack of rainbow connection disturbing.